There's supposed to be 1.8 billion new phones shipped this year, over 500 million smartphones and over 50 million tablet devices. Even my mom, my 71-year-old mom, went out to eat with her the other night in Uptown, and she was telling me how she doesn't know how she'll gets along without her smartphone and her iPad. You have to fish where the fish are. So now more than ever, people are doing things more and more on their mobile and their tablets, and brands have to pay attention, otherwise they'll be invisible. Mobile web still is sort of the destination for search. I want to say Google said that like 15% of all Black Friday searches will initiate from mobile. And the way I like to think about it is that your mobile presence in general, but especially your mobile web presence, is kind of like your drive-through window. So you have to worry, is there anybody there to when the car drives up to your drive-in window? And then what's the emotion that a consumer or fan leaves? What's the efficiency of that interface? And so your mobile web is kind of your drive-up window. And if you don't have a drive-up window when people come by on mobile, you're not going to be doing business, you're not going to be connecting with fans, you're not going to be meeting whatever goals you're trying to achieve. It's probably got to be based on the goals that you set out. More times than not, it's going to be, you've got to have a mobile site, just for the reasons that we talked about earlier, that it's going to be the destination when people search on mobile. Having said that, what you do on one or both is going to be based on the strategy. What are your goals? Who are your customers? What is your brand? And what are you really trying to accomplish through that? Is it just a brand experience, or is there some utility there? And then, what are your customers using? What are they expecting from you? But a lot of times, more times than not, it's going to start with a site and usually be complemented with apps. It's different from the web in the sense that, people will often get trapped and think, geez, you know what, I have a website, let me go and cram it down into a mobile website, into an app. And the reality is that they're bypassing the unique sort of capabilities that mobile offers. It's with you all the time. It knows where you are, probably knows where you're going. It knows who your friends are, it's personalized, it's always connected, and it's in the moment. And the things that you want to do in the moment are a lot of times different than what you're going to do on the web. First of all, more times than not, when we start designing today, we actually design for tablet first. And the classical desktop PCs and laptop PCs will end up accessing a site that's sort of tablet optimized. Having said that, more now we're using responsive design so that one website design will scale from large PC displays down to tablet, down to smartphones, down to less capable smartphones. So usually the decision doesn't necessarily have to be, do I need to support 85 million devices? With modern responsive design, you can support them all and have an optimized experience for each one. Just like we were talking about earlier, that strategy needs to define what I do, whether I'm going to do a mobile website, do an app, do a combination thereof. From that strategy, you're going to set goals for the enterprise, goals for the user, consumer, viewer, whoever the company's appealing to. It might even be internal employees, associates. Were you seeing tablet use on the sales floor? So the analytics are huge to understand really what's being used where, so that you can optimize those experiences. When it comes to commerce, for example, what is the cart abandonment and why, and where is it happening? In terms of audience measurement, who's really using this and how and what time of day, and what does that say in terms of not only this experience or this content that I'm delivering here in mobile, but what does it mean to the other channels, classic web, TV, radio, or other. So analytics are the key to everything.